welcome to my channel. If you're new here and you are a forward thinker, please subscribe, hit the red button below. Beyond banter, let's talk tips for journalists or media practitioners looking to switch their careers from mainstream media to the international development or the development space in general. If you are also a graduate of mass communication or a relevant course and you would like to start a career in the development space, specifically when it comes to the communications bit of it, then this video is also going to be useful for you. Having worked with thousands of journalists in the last decade, I've heard so many feedback, particularly from those looking to switch their careers. And I've heard things like, I've been applying to NGOs and they don't shortlist me. The media space in Nigeria don't pay well. Those that even pay don't pay consistently. They owe salaries and a whole lot more. For those also looking to do consultancies for NGO as side hustle, there are opportunities. So if you want to get all of those scope and information, please ensure you subscribe because this is part one of many videos to come. Now, let's get started. The good news is, as a journalist, you are already on the right path to getting your INGO job, especially in the communications field, because most INGOs and NGOs are looking for individuals with vast media network, as well as an in-depth understanding of the mainstream media space, particularly, as well as social media, to be part of their communications team or lead their communications team. So that's a good news, right? However, that knowledge, being a journalist, is not enough. There are other skills and other things you can do to improve your chances of getting a job in this field. Number one, certification. Regardless of what part of the world you are, Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, journalism is pretty much the same. So for instance, in Nigeria, we have the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, we have the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, we have the Nigerian Union of Journalists. Membership of all these relevant bodies are becoming an important criteria for employing someone to lead a communications department in an NGO or to even be part of a communications team. Regardless of where you're watching this video from, regardless of your country, I'm sure there are relevant national or international professional bodies you can join that relates to development communications. Aside affiliations, you can also take short courses around communications for development, human rights-based approach to communications, advocacy and communications, behavioral change communications. There are many courses online, even on YouTube here, that are free, and you can start to learn and to beef up your CV and position yourself for a career switch from the mainstream media to development communications or working in the communications department of NGOs and INGOs. Number two, skills. Skills. Very important. As a journalist, you probably know how to write. Now, I must say, writing for the media and writing for NGOs are two different things. The way, the tone of voice, the house style of your broadcast media or your newspaper is totally different from what is needed in the NGO space. Of course, we do press releases as well, but when it comes to telling stories in the development space for NGOs, it's totally different from the way we do news reports. So you may want to go a step further to improve your writing skills in terms of writing for NGOs, and you can take a short course on that. Another skill is photography. Photography is everything. I'm sure as a journalist you already know this, but how we take photos for development work or in the development sector is different from how you take photos for front pages of newspapers or even for newspapers, or how you film for television, for instance. So they are similar, but there are some differences. So being able to understand those is very important. I will be sharing some specific guidelines on that in subsequent videos, so don't forget to subscribe. Another skill you can learn is proofreading and editing. You need to be able to produce copies without errors in them. So you need to be able to maximize the use of tools that are coming up these days to help you improve in terms of editing and proofreading. Another skill you can learn is video production skill. I mean, everybody is now a storyteller. Gone are the days when organizations employ people to do different things. So most communication teams are looking for those that have multiple skills. Someone that can design, someone that can write, someone that can do good photography, someone that can edit videos and things like that. So you need to have a 360 understanding of communication and have the relevant skills to back it up. You need to familiarize yourself with Adobe Creative Suite, for instance, CorelDRAW, know how to use all those tools. It's very important. Another skill you can learn is digital communication skills when it comes to managing websites, sending bulk emails, managing social media platforms, being able to engage audiences, develop and curate content from reports, and a whole lot more. Very essential skills. Another skill you need to learn is campaigning skills. Yeah, how to use digital tools for campaigning, for instance, how to do offline and online campaigns for different social issues. You need to learn that. You also need to learn crisis communication skills. And lastly, for this episode, you certainly need to learn media relations skills. Of course, you can say you are a journalist and you don't need to learn it, but I can tell you for a fact that being a journalist and being someone that manages journalist relations is two different ballgame entirely and requires different level of understanding and skills. And that's the end for this episode. Like I mentioned earlier, there are many more tips I'll be sharing with you in subsequent videos. Just watch out for part 2 of this series. My name is Lola Ayonda. Don't forget to subscribe or share this video to anyone you feel will find it useful, talking about journalists as well as students of communication or fresh graduates who are looking to start a career in the international development space, particularly when it comes to the communications bit.